Ain't a Damn Thing Change is one of my favorite albums of all
Oh,
time.
all
I,
time.
I think it's one of the best, not only rap albums, but just albums I've heard, period. But
Yeah.
for you, you don't work, you don't eat. Eight is on there as well. The album is phenomenal. Cubes, obviously there, Jinx, everybody chilly chill, etc. Tunes. So as you're seeing this thing develop, yes, N.W.A is over, but at least Cube's involvement at the time. What did you see or feel or understand of what was actually happening for you and for the crew?
Well, I told Ice Cube, I know you listen to the streets like I do, but I'm really in the streets right now, and they talking. And N.W.A is not really happy. And at some point, you're gonna bump heads with these niggas. And so when that takes place, bro, had the right people in place because they got people in place. And you know, you're not from Compton, but you said coming straight out of Compton, crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube. That sparked controversy in our hood alone. Why you claiming Compton? You know, and so you got some niggas in my hood that don't want to give him that support. So it's like Compton niggas need to get on that nigga. He acting like he from Compton, you know, deal with it. I'm like, nah, I ain't let that nigga just get fed to the wolves like that, bro. So I told Q, whatever come, nigga, me and Shorty gonna back your play. That's why I told Shorty, I need you to join the lynch mob, bro. Shorty had just came home from prison in 1990 from a robbery in Corcoran, you know, and I told him, bro, this shit has the potential to turn into some other shit. So Shorty told Q, nigga, I got your back from here to the end. So a lot of, you know, the story, if we told in the chronological order, we'd sit here probably for 2 hours. But that's where our pain came from. We love that motherfucker O'Shea, bro. And so when you got these two dedicated gang members tattooed up, putting in work to do what they can and keep their standing in the hood, and you run into this kid O'Shea, Ice Cube, who's this dope ass rapper that we were fans of before being a part of, when you don't get back the same love you give, it's heartbreaking. Shorty had a broken heart, bro, because he loved this lynch mob shit like I did. I went to the pen and didn't have nobody from the lynch mob rock with, you know. Shorty pulled back up in his later years, turned the phone on and let me call every time I could get on, you know, kept a little money on the phone when he could, but he was dealing with health issues. And so we were more hurt because we was ready to die for this shit. That's the crazy shit right there. We literally were pushing this shit like it was our hood.
And why did you take it that far?
Because if we accept the disrespect, the checking, the shit that happened at Anaheim Celebrity Theater,
Right.
they wouldn't let me and Jinx and T-Bone through the back door for shit.
So
Suge,
it was a setup.
it was a setup, and Suge had his hands in that.
Hmm.
Suge had his hands in that. And so, and like I told the motherfucker, I said, bro, I'm Ronald Abercrombie, nigga. Ain't no motherfucking body. I'm Ronald Abercrombie nephew, nigga. Suge. Ain't nobody worried about your big ass, nigga. You know what I'm saying? He ended up flying on Crazy D from N.W.A. A lot of people don't remember Crazy D from N.W.A. He was a Mexican kid. And he always had this dog chain with a deuce 5 on it, a 25 automatic. And he used to go with N.W.A. everywhere. Suge fired on him that night. Some bully shit. You know, they left us out the back door. But after that little play went down and we got inside, this is the truth. This is a fact. After that bullshit went down and Ice Cube and Hutch got their little squabble out of the way, and whatever happened in the dressing room happened in the dressing room, I saw Cube right afterwards. He had a little scratch on his lip, little scratch on his face. I said, you straight on? He like, yeah, it wasn't over the squabble. I said, you want to go back in there and get out with these niggas? He like, nah, we ain't got to trip off there. We go back out here. So I was like, if you down to go get out with these niggas, we get out with these niggas. I said, I know a lot of people in that audience. You know, I slide out to the audience, I see 75 motherfuckers in Compton, Crip, Nutty Blocks, Atlantic Drive. I mean, it was Nutty Blocks, South Sides, and Atlantic Drive. It was the NSA part, Nutty South Atlantic. That was a clique in Compton. They in that motherfucking concert deep. I look to the right, I see one of my little partners that I grew up with from 11 Deuce Hoover. And we were fucking arch enemies growing up. But since I'm doing this rapping shit, this N.W.A. shit is pushing over to this lynch mob shit, my Hoover partners say, hey, what's up? What's up, Lil Wolf? I'm like, nigga, I'm J.Dee. Nigga, I don't go by Lil Wolf no more. He said, nigga, you Lil Wolf. Nigga, it's just because you rapping with Cube now, nigga. He said, what's going on? I said, man, this nigga in the back just got into a squabble with some niggas. And these niggas trying to close the door and don't want to let nigga get in there and let the homie get ahead of fade. And so And nigga say, nigga, yeah, tear this motherfucker up, nigga. On Hoover Crip, nigga, let me know what you want to do. This before the Hoover Crips turned to criminals. I got all these Hoovers over here. They ain't even tripping on me being from the neighborhood or nothing. They like, this nigga doing something positive. And I got all these Compton niggas over here, and they ready to run through the back door of the goddamn Celebrity Theater in Anaheim or rush that circular stage that rotates and tear this motherfucker up. All they want me to do is just take my hat off.
That was
Take your
it.
hat off. That was the signal. Take your hat off, homie, and we go. And that motherfucker hat stayed on, bro, because I asked Cube, you want to tear this motherfucker up? I got everything I need in place. I got Hoovers and Comptons in this motherfucker. The Comptons respected me and loved me because I grew up in Compton at my dad's house. The Hoovers respected and loved me because I was the greatest motherfucking opponent to the gangbanging when we were kids going to Henry Clay Junior High with Dazzy D now. You feel me? So there was this component of this nigga J.Dee is a fool. He really is a fool, but I wasn't a fool. I just was loyal to a fault, bro. To my destruction, almost to my demise. I was loyal to a fault, bro. And so we didn't take off that night. We took off for New York at the New Music Seminar.
Also with Above the Law.
Yes. We waited. Cube had us wait, and the shit just blew up that day. Because he said, no, we're not going to tear it up. We're not going to tear up that shit. I got on with that nigga. I'm satisfied. I ain't got no but little scratch on my face. I said, if you satisfied, homie, I'm satisfied. I told him, nigga, stand down, bro. Bro said he cool. Bro said he cool. He's satisfied with the fade.
So what did you learn about life and or the music industry with those two events? Because this is obviously even early in the game. This is before colorblind and all that too, right?
This is before this fight in Anaheim Celebrity Theater is before Kill at Will. This is America's Most Wanted debut. This is right before we went out of town. Because after that fight, we went out of town. Russell Simmons and Def Jam invited us to a plantation mansion. It was a party for all those artists, the whole roster. And so it was the Afros, LL Cool J, everybody, Rick Slick Rick, everybody on the label. And what I learned is this. It's some gangster shit in the music industry. What I learned was this, that Hutch them and Above the Law was not our enemy. They wasn't our enemies, you know what I mean? They were defending what the fuck Cube had said in the interview about new jacks coming from Pomona need to keep their mouth shut.
Right.
And so that's disrespectful. You know what I mean? That's disrespectful, homie. I don't, you know. And I told Cube, nigga, that's just you diss the nigga, bro. What the fuck else you want me to say? You shouldn't call nobody no new jack coming from Pomona because the name New Jack was like a new booty.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I said, bro, he pushed up on you. You were satisfied with the fate. It was over with Cube. I love the fact that you was a grown man, handled your business on your own, and did it that way because we was about to tear that motherfucker goddamn arena up. All them Hoovers, all them Comptons. I was about to take my hat off and just let that be the shit. Because I told homie, I said, I'm going to take my hat. He said, take the hat off. Then we going to rush the stage. The stage rotated in a circle. So we wasn't no getting away from us. Wasn't no getting away from us. And I was just telling, because I was a full-fledged damn fool. I hadn't been offered a chance to rap with D.O.C yet. I haven't been offered a chance to do nothing with Ice Cube lyrically yet. It wasn't no colorblind yet. You know, it wasn't none of those opportunities yet. And I just putting the support as a gang member and a fellow rapper.
Gotcha. Know? So what led to You Don't Work, You Don't Eat? Why? Why did it happen?
D.O.C. He felt some type of way. And so I was like, well, there's nothing I could do. It's O'Shea's project. Cube let me do all these ad-libs. He paid me handsomely, bro. I'm not finna fix my mouth to complain about nothing that's about to happen. This is the beginning, homie. This is not the end. You know what I mean? And so he said, come on over to the garage. I went to the garage where Crazy Tunes used to work. And they put the whole studio in Crazy Tunes' bedroom. And while we were in there, 8 pulled up, Coolio pulled up, Cube pulled up, Dub came out the kitchen. D.O.C made me my first turkey burger that day. Oh God, that shit was bomb as fuck. And I didn't eat hamburgers after that. I didn't eat no red meat after that. And he told me, he said, man, I need you to write a verse. I need you to write a verse. I need you to write that motherfucker the way you see it, da-da-da-da, this and that. And I want you to do 8 bars on everything I love. I did not know what the fuck 8 bars were. I had to go whisper in MCA's ear and ask him, 8 bars, good. He started laughing and he broke it down to me. So that's when I did it. You know, we got a nigga that gaffing for West Mills, McDonald's, my client. Hey, J.Dee, you don't work, you don't need it. I say more because until I stay poor. You know, since I was 14, I went for sale, put a roof over my head, you know, all that shit. And they was like, okay. So Cube heard that shit. And he saw that the trust that Dub put in me to bring me on there. I was the new nigga. You know, they never heard me rap. They heard 8 rap. They heard Coolio rap. You know, but I was the new nigga. So they was like, man, they heard me in the backyard. How's he gonna sound in the studio? They took me to Echo Sound and the rest was history.
So what do you think the effect of being on like 2 quote unquote like posse cuts for your intro to the world was? Because to me, from afar, I was like, man, this J.D. dude is holding his own. Like he's up there with these dudes. Like these are the dudes, and he's like right there with them. It's not whack. It's as good. So what? Obviously, that was my opinion. But what impact did you see it had with other fans or people that you would see or hear or knew that it was you for real?
Well, not to fucking try to fucking copy what you just said. It was other motherfuckers who told me, bro, you just as hard as them niggas, girl. Wait till your turn come. That's what they kept telling me. Nigga, you just as hard as them niggas, cuz. Wait till your turn come. I got a phone call on the way back from Vegas Sunday morning from the Crush Group. They was like, nigga, no boy strong as a motherfucker. Nigga, you fit right in with them niggas. Y'all the new West Side Connection. I was like, nah, nigga, I ain't finna do that. Nigga, it'll never be that. So he said, y'all used to call it what D.O.C called it, nigga, the home team. I said, that's dope as a motherfucker right there to put an EP out, me, him, and him. You know, so to be able to trade bars, and this sealed the deal. Ice Cube and I had a long fucking talk when I came home, and he told me you had the potential to be one of the dopest niggas on the West Coast, bro. He said your shit was that hard, your voice was that strong, and you was that dope to me. He said, but you had so much anger in you, nigga. You was just a time bomb, bro. And so niggas had to let you explode. You know, I hate that it was that long. If you would have came back in 3 or 4 years with a different understanding, bro, you still have youth in you to go fuck over the day. You know, and so right now I take that compliment like, you know what? I'm not gonna fucking put an expiration date on me.
Nah, because you still putting out a lot of music that's good.